Hello and welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. My name is Greg Deckler, and we're going to be redesigning this interactive Explorer page for performance at the visual layer using what we've learned so far. All right. And I thought I'd do this a little differently. I just did this analysis in terms of I just created the pages and I collected the performance analyzer results, exported them, but I haven't gone any further, right? Other than I've created a file that we're going to convert to use this exported data that I just created and then analyze it. It'll be the first time that I see it. You'll be seeing it, along with the first time I'm seeing it. So, all right, so I figured, I want to convey some of this excitement. I get really excited about these experiments. It's great fun to come up with the experiment in your head and then collect the data, and then you load it up for the first time. It's like, oh, cool. What's going on with it? So wanted to kind of convey that a little bit. So again, we have this, which, this is all slicers and interactive. And, so you're probably saying, well, there's not much to make static on this page. Well, I did find some things. This icon right here, because it doesn't do anything, right? And I only did one. This is actually 4 bookmarks that hide and unhide visuals. I didn't do anything. I figured I'm not gonna drive myself crazy. I'm just gonna build one version of one of the pages, right? So this is the population page. Is the one I picked because I wanted to. Yeah. So anyway, that's the one I picked. So this is static. This is static. This gradient bar is static, and this low and this higher but are all static. So I created a scratch page, right? Just those elements. Took a screenshot from this corner up here to this corner down here. And so on this Interactive Explorer Alt, now I am, these are static things. These are not selectable or anything because they're in the background. Now, because I did that, I had to move this map visual down slightly because, I could no longer overlay, right? Because it's now this stuff's in the background. And the minute this gray area of the map goes over top of it, it's going to hide it, right? But I can make the map visual transparent, have no background, and have transparent background, right? And so the white part of the map visual will show through, will show the background of the canvas through, right? I switched everything to titles instead of this was an individual card, this was an individual card, this was an individual card. So I switched those to use the titles because we found out that using the titles and not another card seems to be faster. We found that out in our line chart video. And then I switched this map to be, because it sort of conveys that it's not as nice as the filled map. There's no doubt, but I mean, in our testing, it's 4 times faster than the filled map. And so it's hard not to go with that when we're talking about just trying to achieve raw performance. But really, we could have picked bubble chart, heat map as well, and it should have improved performance as well. So, and maybe I'll make a more in-depth map video where I try, even different backgrounds and things like that. I can't remember if I got into all backgrounds and everything like that, and traffic and stuff like that. So, but other than that, this didn't change really at all. Nothing else really changed. So, right. So I created let's get this file up here. So I created this Interactive Explorer app, but this is still pointing to the line chart data, which is because I copied it over, right? So let's go ahead and switch this up. So we change this, go to source step, and actually I don't remember where. Hang on a second. I don't think I put a space in it. Interactive Explorer. Interactive Explorer. There we go. I knew it was one of the two. So copy that and then go to here and go to source. And now we can just edit it right here in this line. All right, so I got the original, which I did before I started creating the other page. Then I have the alt, which is the created page, the alternative version of the page. And then when I did that, I also did original too, just to make sure I got it as accurate, because there was a little bit of a time between original and alt. We'll say it took me, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to build the alternative version of the page, maybe up to a half hour. So just wanted to make sure that I wasn't biasing the results and stuff. All right, so now we'll hit close and apply. And sometimes this errors the first time. I do not want that. Say we got it. I don't know why this happens. It's like, oh, I'm being stupid. I can't do it. And then you just like, oh, refresh and it does it. I don't know. All right. Oh, so yes, awesome. This is awesome. So okay, good. That was good that I the original two was 472 milliseconds, the average of the max. So almost a half second load time. The original is that's 40%, so 400 milliseconds, right? It's a little less than half of definitely half of a second. If I could actually talk today. But yeah, our alt is 239 milliseconds. So we knocked it's almost better by two times, right? If we round this up to 400 and round this down to 200, right? One and a half times, right? That's cool, right? So yeah, it made a difference. It loads one and a half times faster or so. So that's pretty. I mean, that's a lot of that's a major performance improvement in my opinion. Not as good as the 10x or the 3x obviously, but for as little as we changed on that, like I think we knocked down the number of visuals by 30% again. So uh, on this guy, right, if we were to start recording and we hit the refresh visuals, there's 18 visuals on this page versus on the original Interactive Explorer there's 26 of these bad boys, right? So again, we knocked it down by 30%. Not as dramatic, even though we knocked it down by the same number of percentage, right? It not as dramatic of an impact as we did with the welcome page, because we also knocked down that by 30% as far as the visuals that were being displayed. But we had a 3 times performance increase. But I think that's because we replaced any kind of the heavy lift with the images, and then what was left were these button icons, which were super fast to display because they're basically empty, right? So I think it was a combination of um, replacing the types of things that we replaced and what we replaced them with, is where I'll go with that. Really, the improvements we made here weren't nearly as dramatic, I don't think, when it comes to that. So, but yeah, it was better, right? That's the whole purpose of this. So yeah, so it's basically going to improve it by 1.5 times, 2 times, roughly, right? So it's good performance improvement. And if we use this one or if we use the average between these two, right? So it might be even a little bit better. So anyway, so yeah, I thought I'd like share in some of the excitement that I get into when I get these experiments and get the results of them. So yeah, I mean pretty good results, I think. It shows that you can even little differences that you do within the page can make a pretty dramatic impact in terms of the speed of the load of the page. So there you have it. That's all I had for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.